Have you ever thought about why we call the day of Jesus' suffering Good Friday instead of Sad Friday? Despite the pain and suffering Jesus endured, this day represents hope and redemption for Christians. The term good reflects its deep significance. It's seen as a holy day that marks the sacrifice Jesus made for humanity's sins. So, while it's a day of mourning, it's also a day of gratitude for the promise of salvation. Let's dive into the last 24 hours of Jesus' life before the crucifixion.
The final hours of Jesus' earthly life were marked by profound events. It all began with the Last Supper, where Jesus shared his last meal with his disciples. On that night, Jesus instituted Hakadosh, also known as the Eucharist, to commemorate the sacrifice he was about to make for humanity. In that sacred and solemn atmosphere, Jesus took the bread, gave thanks, broke it, and said,
"This is my body given for you. Do this in remembrance of me."
After the meal, he took the cup and said,
"This cup is the new covenant in my blood. Whenever you drink it, do this in remembrance of me."
Whenever you eat this bread and drink this cup, you proclaim the Lord's death until he comes. After dinner, Jesus went to the Garden of Gethsemane to pray. Overwhelmed with sorrow, he asked his disciples to watch and pray with him. He prayed fervently, saying,
"Father, if it is possible, may this cup be taken from me, yet not as I will, but as you will."
His disciples, however, fell asleep, unable to stay awake. Soon after, Judas Iscariot arrived with a crowd armed with swords and clubs. He betrayed Jesus with a kiss, leading to his arrest. Jesus was taken before the high priests and questioned, enduring mockery and false accusations. Despite his innocence, he was condemned. The following morning, Jesus was brought before Pontius Pilate, who, despite finding no fault in him, handed him over to be crucified. The soldiers mocked him, placing a crown of thorns on his head and beating him. Finally, he was led to Golgotha, where he would be crucified, bearing the weight of the sins of the world on his shoulders.
The sorrowful account of Jesus' final moments doesn't end there. Soon we'll witness the incredible promise of God's salvation for all humanity. Yes, you heard that right. 3 days after his burial, Jesus rose from the dead, triumphing over death and completing the great work of redemption. This miraculous resurrection not only fulfilled his promise, but also opened the door for all of us to experience new life in him. As we reflect on this, let us carry the message of hope and redemption in our hearts. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to sharing more stories with you soon. Until next time, stay blessed.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel. Your simple action of moving your fingers means a lot to us. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next episode.